One of the most important goals that we have at the refuge is maintaining and sometimes restoring the native mixed grass prairie ecosystems. To do this, we use many management techniques to help us achieve the goals. One is the use of prescribed fire to burn off the grasslands every so often. This rejuvenates the prairies, sets back invasive plants such as smooth brome, and helps to keep trees from taking over. Depending on a number of factors, we will generally burn between 1 and 2,000 acres each year, usually in April or May. So ideally, it will take anywhere from 3 to 5 years to burn the entire refuge. We also work with area livestock producers to allow cattle grazing at certain times of the year, usually on about a 2-month grazing regime, starting in the late spring or early summer. After an area has been grazed, we try to provide it with plenty of rest before it will be grazed again. In some instances, using just one management practice is not enough to get an area back to what it should be as far as wildlife habitat. In those cases, we may do several things in the same year. Just as one example, we may start out with a summer haying and then go back later in the fall after we've had some plant regrowth and do a fall herbicide spraying treatment to kill off any undesired vegetation. After spraying, we will sometimes then go in and reseed that to a diverse mix of prairie grasses and wildflowers. We might even decide to run a fire through it all after it's been done. In doing so, we can go from an area providing very little wildlife diversity to an area full of life in just a year's time. And that really is what we are focused on here, is providing a diversity of wildlife and wildlife habitat throughout the year.